The last time during the Pika Cup, we watched Gary and his team, and so now it is time for...
And there's something else scribbled here.
What's it say? Gary was here. Loser? Oh, that Gary! I'll show you!
That's right, Ash makes an appearance. So we're going to have a look at how far Ash can get in this Pika Cup tournament with the restrictions that apply for him in this level range. So who's on the team, Ash?
Their names are... Pikachu! Pidgeotto! Butterfree! Bulbasaur! Charmander! Squirtle!
There are a couple of things to explain. First off, I've chosen 3 level 20 Pokemon, which are Pikachu, Butterfree, and Charmander. And secondly, I felt it was safe to assume that Ash wouldn't have a Charmeleon yet, since his Charmander still isn't evolved when he fights Erica, and Erica's Pokemon are all level 30 or higher, which means their levels far exceed the level cap of the Pika Cup. This means that most of the hard work has to come from either Butterfree or Charmander, since, well, even though Pikachu is a fan favorite, it doesn't have plot armor here, so it's kinda hard to do anything decent with it.
You're always putting me down, but I'll show you! I'm gonna prove to you that I can do it! I'm gonna be a Pokemon Master! Stand back and watch me work.
Well, I guess we should just begin then.
It's underway! Pokemon Tournament Pika Cup! This is a tournament for passionate, young, up-and-coming Pokemon! Now, it's burrowed underground!
We're just going for a dig here with Charmander.
Whoa! Oops, that's a miss. They're just trading warning throws now. Big miss! Perfect aim!
For the most part, Charmander's moves are a bit like Arcanine's moves from Gary's team, where there's a fire move, there's Dragon Rage, because that's a strong move in Pika Cup, there's Dig, and there's a physical move. This time though, the Charmander is level 20, so that might give it slight advantages, where Arcanine was level 15 and may not have had those.
Fire Blast! Whoa! Looks like a bad Pokemon choice. Gone! It's a one-hit wonder! There's a distinct difference in the number of remaining Pokemon. Oh, it's Psycho!
Okay, we have a super effective move, of course, with
The
Fire
remaining
Blast.
Pokemon count is 3 to 1.
Sometimes this Scyther
The
can
battle
go
has
for a
become
double team,
one-sided.
which can help it dodge a Fire Blast, especially in round 2 of Stadium. This time though, we're lucky, it goes for Swords Dance, and we can just breathe fire into its face and knock it out.
Down! That didn't take much! And there goes the battle!
Let's hop into Pika Cup fight
What kind
number
of
2.
battle can we expect to see?
And throughout this
Begin
match, I would like you
round
to pay attention to the move Sleep Powder, especially since people often complain that in the regular games it's a rather overpowered sleep mechanic that is very difficult to escape.
It's Sleep Powder! Oh no, it fell asleep! just trading warning blows now. They strike fighting poses. What's this? The move failed.
Cubone and Marowak often have great coverage moves. Luckily for me though, they also have very poor special, so that Fire Blast was not lethal. And in the meantime, I think I should explain a little bit something about the moves that I'm using on Butterfree. The plan is to make this whole cup the Butterfree show.
There it goes.
Quite often it is, as you will see in the matches that are about to come up. But to do so, I need to set up first. And so the plan is to get a sleep powder off on the first Pokemon in the field.
What now?
And to then set up a bunch of double teams. In this case though, I knew that Mega Drain would be super effective. It's just that this would have been the easiest Pokemon to set up on, and then I could have done the same thing from that standpoint. So right now, we're gonna retry the whole setup strategy against this Pidgeotto.
The remaining Pokemon count is 3-2. This battle is still up in the air. What'll it do? It fell asleep again. It's fast asleep. Falling asleep is going to make this a one-sided fight. It made itself more evasive.
And there is the first double team.
Oh,
I think we're going to try one or two more of those.
The intense battle continues. It's still improving its state.
Naturally, it wakes up.
Sparks are flying in this heated match.
But we should be fine now. We've got a couple of double teams set up. We can hit it with Psychic. We can take a few hits, and it looks like it's going for, I haven't seen that in a while, Sky Attack.
Neither one is conceding an inch. A Psychic Blast! That's a
You'll never see that aircraft jet propulsion though, because, well, Butterfree knocks it out with the Psychic.
There's a distinct difference in the number of remaining Pokemon. Oh, it's Angela! The remaining Pokemon count is 3-1. The battle has become one-sided. What's next? The special bat is down.
Yay, double team! That's what we all did that for, folks. That one body slam miss.
Rages on. What'll it do?
And would you look at that? Butterfree crits and knocks out the Tangela. So that is a 3-0 for the Butterfly. Nice.
And there goes the battle!
Pikachu, our lucky star is shining today.
Pika? Where? I don't see it. How can you see a star in the middle of the day?
Oh, I don't mean it's actually shining. Let's go, Pikachu.
Pika.
Seems like they're ready to win, doesn't it?
The upcoming battles look promising. We're into round 3.
And since we're fighting the Pokemon of the Swimmer, which are mainly water Pokemon, I think it is time to showcase Pikachu.
Right! Thunderbolt! Oh, this Pokemon looks strong. That was quick! Down already! This is a wild one from the word go. Oh, it's Wigglytuff.
With Wigglytuff, I'm worried there might be a really painful double edge in there. If this was Raichu, we would be able to take one, maybe two. But now I'm scouting it out with Pikachu, because Pikachu is slightly more frail. Yeah, there it is, a double edge. So that kind of gives me the option to weigh if I want to switch or stay in. And I think I decide to stay in and go for a Thunderbolt. Yeah. That'll do most damage. Decent damage. Let's see what the double edge does.
Savage attack. Severe hit.
Knocks me to 7 HP. So that means we can still get a KO here if I just go for Thunderbolt again.
How's that? There, it's a hit. Wow! Going down! There's a difference in the number of reserve Pokemon. Oh, it's Seadra!
Seadra, level 17, so I should just chance another Thunderbolt. Being at level 20, that might be a KO, and it might be a clean sweep. With a bit of luck.
It's doubly effective.
8 HP left. That's a shame. So Pikachu just comes up short for that clean sweep. That 3-0, that hat-trick.
Oh! Is it down and out? We're waiting for the next Pokemon. Oh, it's Bulbasaur! The remaining Pokemon stock is 2-1. The combatants are making sparks fly. What'll it do? Watch the weak spot. Fine whip it good. Perfect aim. Oh, it's down. And there goes the battle.
Up next is the Burglar. This guy has a couple of annoying Pokemon. One of them is a Dugtrio, a level 18 Dugtrio off the top of my head. Because it has good speed, it will usually crit, and imagine it critting with things like Earthquake, Rock Slide, you name it. That's usually nasty. But for now, it's not on the field. Drowsy is, and it's gonna get its speed dropped by my Squirtle's Bubble Beam.
What will the trainer do now? A savage hit! The intense battle continues!
And you can actually hear me thinking here. I want to switch. I'm contemplating the switch, but I don't want a special drop on my Butterfree from the Psychic. So I'm puzzling as to what I should send in. Unfortunately, that's going to be my boy Bulbasaur, who is going to get a Psychic to the face, which is usually a KO because it's also a Poison type, and that gives me a free switch into Butterfree. Sorry, buddy. But it is what it is, and now we can send in Butterfree and go for the whole setup strategy again.
Oh, it's Butterfree! Ooh, this one looks formidable! The Pokemon are entirely different types.
Yeah. Remember what I said in the first game about Sleep Powder and Sleep Mechanics?
Sleep Powder!
Try to keep an eye on that.
Hypnosis! Oh no, it fell asleep! Falling asleep is going to make this a one-sided fight. It's fast asleep!
Oh, of course, when it happens to me, I don't have the luxury of waking up immediately, and so I have to tank a Dream Eater.
The crowd's excitement is building over this hot battle.
And now I'm looking at if I should switch again, if I have any chance of waking up. No, I don't, so I'm asleep for 2 turns. The Hypnosis, which has worse accuracy than my Sleep Powder hits, and I take 2 turns of damage.
What a furious
So now I
battle.
need to wake up this 3rd time.
It woke up.
Alright, there we are. That means Dream Eater misses.
Dream Eater. Oops, that's a miss. Neither one is conceding an inch. What's next? Oh no, it fell asleep. It finally woke up.
I think it's kind of funny how the commentator says it finally woke up, even though it woke up on the 1st turn after falling asleep.
What'll it do?
But we go for Sleep Powder again.
Fell asleep again.
Unfortunately, it's just gonna be a whole bunch of Sleep Powders and double
How
teams
will this
until I get the right setup.
It made itself more evasive. It still won't awaken. The heated battle rages on. It's still improving its state. It woke up. Sparks are flying in this heated match. What now? The move failed to click. What's this?
Psychic knocks me to 1 HP, and now this whole run is starting to look kinda dicey. We're in deep, deep trouble. So we're gonna need that Sleep Powder. We're gonna need this Drowsy to sleep, and then somehow find our way back. But it keeps waking up.
The crowd's excitement
So
is
with 1
building
HP,
over
we
this
go
hot
for
battle.
Sleep Powder again.
What'll it do? It fell asleep
And it's
again.
purely on instinct and willpower now that we're just forcing this Drowsy to stay asleep.
Falling asleep is going to make this a one-sided fight. What now?
Ideally, I get a special drop with this Psychic. That's what I'm fishing for, but it doesn't happen. And Drowsy is awake again.
What a furious battle! They go
So,
into battle
guess what
mode.
happens next?
What's this? It fell asleep again. It's fast asleep. How will this snooze affect the battle? What's next? Special
Psychic
attack
hits
is
and
down.
gets me a special drop.
It woke up. Neither one is conceding an inch.
And here I'm contemplating going for broke and just using an offensive move, but I can't risk that. I still need a couple of turns of advantage more.
What'll it
So
do?
yes, we're into this really, really long stall game, I realize that. But if Drowsy stays asleep
It's fast
and I can get a
asleep.
few Mega Drains off, then
Falling
maybe
asleep
I
is
can
going to make
climb
this
back
a
in this.
one-sided fight. What now? Yeah, it's a hit. Oh, it still can't move. Both Pokemon appear weak. Wow! Mega
And my
Drain.
question is, are you ready for the Butterfree
Finally
comeback?
taken down. What Pokemon will be fighting next? Oh, it's Pikachu! How will the type difference affect battle?
Yeah, sleep powder again. I know. But I reckon that one Mega Drain will not be enough to take out this Tentacruel. Neither will Psychic. So I'm gonna need at least 2 moves, probably 3. I bust out a Mega Drain. And see, there you go. That's barely a fifth of its HP.
Fireworks are flying in this battle.
And this is going to be a bit of a risk, a bit of a gamble after stalling for so long and playing it safe. I'm going for a Psychic and hoping to do some good damage. And RNG is on my side because I crit and that takes care of the Tentacruel. You might have said, why not try that at the start? Well, I didn't know I was going to crit. If I didn't, I probably would have been in big trouble there. And now finally, the last Pokemon, which is Onix. We should outspeed because I'm level 20. We should go for Mega Drain because it's like 4 times effective.
What'll it do? Super effective.
And down goes the Onix, and that is a 3-0. Butterfree has climbed back in this from 1 HP. Well, that was part 2 of the Butterfree show. I hope you enjoyed that. With that, we move on to the next round.
It says here that winning trainers should conduct themselves with dignity and restraint.
Woohoo! I won! Yeah! I'm gonna win every battle just like I did this one! Hi, Mom! Hi, everybody in Pallet! I hope you're taping this, Mom! I'm the winner!
Dignity and restraint, huh?
Yeah.
Pikachu.
We're in the last half of the tournament. Things will get white hot. Begin round 5.
Well, you heard commentary guy. We're in the last half of the tournament. Things will get white hot. Let's try to ride the momentum from last game.
Here's the first move. Major damage.
Oof, that is a big chunk from that Psychic though. Pokemon fans often complain about bad animations in Pokemon Stadium, but I have to say that this Squirtle and the War Turtle animation as well for Body Slam, I think that looks really cool. Although I suppose if you're comparing it to, say, the fainting animation for Electro and those bulging eyes, or Venusaur, his eyes glowing red like he's stoned every time he uses Razor Leaf, then okay, sure, not everything looks that smooth.
Formidable. The Pokemon are entirely different types.
Alright, so mine is in range for Dragon Rage, because that's exactly 40 damage, as you well know. That takes care of the Clown. Unfortunately, we had to give up Squirtle for that, but there was really no other way. Out comes Golduck.
Can strategy overcome the level disadvantage?
I think I'm going to take a bit of a risk here, aren't I? I'm thinking about Dragon Rage.
They go into battle poses.
For some reason, the opponent switches. So that means that this Dragon Rage I just clicked goes into the next Pokemon. And that is their ace, their level 20 Gengar.
There it goes! Harsh blow! How will the spot Pokemon
So if they
fight?
stay in, I could survive one Psychic perhaps,
What'll it do?
and then knock out their strongest Pokemon with Dragon Rage. So I may have misled you guys a little bit. This actually isn't the first fight that I've done in round 5. Right now, as you can see, the number of continues is actually on 0. And the first time I started, during my first attempt for this fight, it was at 3. So, to be fair, and to be completely honest with you guys, I will now give you the actual first fight.
We're in the last half of the tournament. Things will get quite hot. Begin round 5.
So, in my case, it's actually roughly the same plan with roughly the same Pokemon. Just like in the clip you saw before, there is a Charmander, the level 20 Charmander with Dragon Rage.
That Pokemon
There
must
is
not have been
Squirtle.
the right choice.
And I think my third is Bulbasaur? Question mark?
Here's the first move. That was weak. Neither one is conceding an inch. Now, what's this? Boom! What's next?
As you can see, I'm once again fishing for that paralysis, but no such luck. Bulldog switches for some reason, where I expected it to just knock me out with Seismic Toss, which would have done 20 damage.
This one looks formidable.
And out comes the level 20 Eradicate. I keep going with my body slams.
What now? That's
Get
a good
a bit
hit.
of damage, but not quite significant enough to really do anything.
The swamp Pokemon
And so
fight?
now it's really up to what normal move Eradicate is going to hit me with. And it's going to be a Hyper Beam, which hurts, of course.
Good hit. Wow! Going down.
And once again, it's my boy Squirtle who
What Pokemon
keeps
will
making
be
the
fighting
sacrifices. But in this case, that really buys us a great opportunity because, as you will see in a couple of seconds,
The Pokemon are entirely different types.
after we click Dragon Rage, of course. Eradicate has to recharge, so that buys me one free turn, thanks to Squirtle.
There it goes. Severe hit. What a furious battle. It's burrowed underground. Dragon Rage. Oh, that's a miss.
Yeah,
The crowd's
and I really don't
excitement is
fancy
building over this hot battle.
tanking that dig, so we're gonna go for a switch.
The trainer's changing Pokemon. Oh, it's Bulbasaur! Ah! A savage hit! Will this Pokemon swap change the flow of battle? Ice Beam!
Eradicate
Looks like a bad
also takes out
Pokemon
Bulbasaur,
choice.
and now it's a 1 against 2.
Down! There's a difference in the number of reserve Pokemon. There's nothing left.
I
in
know
reserve.
about the dig from last turn, and so now
There's
it's all
only
about
one
prediction.
Pokemon against
If I'm
3.
slower, then I
The battle
can
has
use
become
dig
one-sided.
after the
Burrowed
Eradicate,
underground.
meaning I won't get hit and Eradicate will.
It's burrowed underground. The heated battle rages on. Dig this! Oh, the attack missed! Savage attack! Boom! It goes down after a good fight. Which Pokemon is coming out? Oh, it's Pikachu! It's one Pokemon against two now. The combatants are making sparks fly. The underground attack continues. What's this? Missed the target. Sparks are flying in this heated match. What's next? What's the weak spot? What now? A decent hit. What a furious battle. How's that? A savage hit!
And so Charmander, with some prediction,
Down!
actually KOs 2 out of the 3 Pokemon on that team, which is not bad.
We're down to one Pokemon
But there is
aside.
one other Pokemon left.
We're down to the last Pokemon.
And that Pokemon is also a water
There's
Pokemon.
just one
So whatever I
Pokemon
do,
aside
I need
now.
to be able to
The
eat
battle is
a
coming
surf,
right down to the wire.
which probably isn't going to happen. It is going to be really close though, because look at this.
Vigorous attack.
Dragon Rage comes out, he's at 45
Severe
HP,
hit.
which leaves him at 5. And then
Right,
Golduck
that's
whips out the
serve.
surf. And bang.
Yellow.
Critical hit, super effective. Down goes
It's
Charmander.
finally taken
And down goes the 5th fight.
And there goes the battle.
And that is what actually happened. This was the first fight in the last half of the tournament, and I just barely lost it. But fair is fair, rules are rules. Back when I played the Gary team, the same rules applied, so the same rules apply now. This is where Ash's tournament ends. Just short of Gary's record. But in the spirit of competition, I will give you the rest of the battle that I quote-unquote lied about as bonus material.
Savage attack.
Charmander was about to kill
Good
Gengar,
hit. Wow! Going down. There's only one Pokemon left in reserve.
and so the hiker was about to use his final Pokemon.
We're down to the last Pokemon. The remaining Pokemon stock is 2-1. The tense battle continues.
Golduck will surely hit me with Surf, so the best thing to do is just hit it with Dragon Rage and put it at 15 HP.
Right, that's
Then
serve.
Charmander unfortunately has to go down,
Perfect game.
but that leaves Bulbasaur.
It's down.
And so now the only gamble that remains is
Both
if
combatants are
Golduck
down to
has
their last
Ice Beam,
Pokemon.
we're gonna need Bulbasaur to survive one Ice Beam,
Oh, it's Bulbasaur.
because it's slower than Golduck, and then take it out with
There's
like a
just
Mega Drain
one
or a
Pokemon
Vine.
aside now. The battle is coming right down to the wire. Ice Beam. Smack the weak spot.
But for this first Pika Cup square-off, it is actually Gary Oak who takes the cake,
Mega Drain.
because Gary reached the semifinals and Ash reached the 6th round. But this rivalry isn't over, of course. There will be more cups to play on Stadium, and I'll use the teams for Gary and for Ash again. So join me to see who wins the next Pokemon Stadium Cup. Thanks for watching.